The lunacy continues every Thursday night following JCW Lunacy. Join your host, Mac Davis, Noel Harlow, and Jeff live for the JCW Lunacy Post Show. Special surprises, exclusive news, killer interviews, and footage. So when the final bell rings and you still want more, Mac and Paige have the score. Blood on the canvas, jokes in the chat. We laugh, we gasp, we run it right back. Face paint dripping, crowd still chanting. We go live while your heart's still panting. Lunacy Wrestling Post Show with Mac Davis, Noel Harlow, and Jeff Lay. Live Thursday nights following JCW Lunacy, exclusively on Vince Russo's The Brand on YouTube.
Seems to me there's been a question, and I just want to know if you guys are gonna come clean. Here's the microphone.
What does Vito know? What does he have on the brothers?
If you don't understand clown talk, what Ruffo just said, shove it up your ass!
Oh! Vito's been embarrassed in public again!
The following contest is a non-title match scheduled for one fall.
And we'll see if he can use some of that flash, but Facade with some of his own. Disco Ray able to shift away, connect with a back fist.
Whoa.
Looking for panic at the disco, but that's the ring rat. Later tonight. Ah! Maybe worry about the here and the now, sir. Neon Ninja soars with a thrust kick. And Facade wins the non-title.
This Ray is out of this world, Daddy. Look what I got, baby. Look what I found. Come on, twirl, Daddy. Very own ring rat, Daddy.
Stephen Flow!
Military press. Look out!
Oh!
As Mercer collided with the ring post. And Mecca with a heat-seeking missile. Second attempt. Mecca drills Stephen Flow and got the kick to the kidney on the way down. And that's going to be enough. And just one step in the road for Mecca, but Mercer's road has ended when it comes to the American title. Wait a minute, it's COKANE, the #1 contender. He's got that briefcase for a future JCW title shot.
And what I have to say is Big Al is a pussy-ass bitch.
Big Al has never backed down from a fight, and that's what this is. It's not a match. This isn't scheduled. Oh, that's Saito suplex.
JRod might be regretting calling out Big Al here. Oh, wait a second. Wait, what?
Wait.
There's something in her hand, Joe.
Oh, JRod's got brass knucks. On top of that single, and Tony sunset bomb.
And
Oh, that's a cheap shot by Vito. The only way to go next level. Tony Salt scores. Willie and Tony back in JCW. Just won the tag title.
Here are your winners.
He's taking everything from us. He's gonna ruin us. He's gonna ruin the family. He's gonna expose us. Construction's over.
Listen up, man.
What?
These are y'all's.
Huh? Those are yours. You won.
You won. Willie, we do what's right. We don't want to win these crooked. So take these.
Wait.
Oh my God, PCO.
Oh my God.
Just choke slammed.
Oh, wow.
Holy PCO.
Unbelievable.
That battle armor on his head.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And Kong has been eliminated.
Look at Vito celebrating. I don't think I've ever seen him this how. Wait a second.
What is going on?
We've heard that song, Haunting.
Oh, look at
Stalking, and he's here.
He's up there.
What?
Big Vito said, come back with open arms. And Violent J didn't waste any time. Vito, you open the door. There's a reckoning coming. Violent J is coming for your ass. Certainly a lot of speculation as to what will come out of the mouth of Vince Russo. Here as we kicked off JCW Lunacy, Joe Dombrowski alongside Veda Scott. Big Vito thought he had the last word as we went off the air a week ago, but after welcoming Violent J back in the doors with open arms, Vito continues to rack up enemies one by one, and Russo's got some explaining to do all himself.
Please also welcome at this time the chosen one, Caleb Conley.
Well, Joe, we had Caleb Conley along with us at the commentary table for last week's main event, and Caleb talked about exactly what we would expect him to, and that is, well, the chosen one, Caleb Conley.
Listen, Caleb looks like a star. He carries himself like a star. He's handsome, he's athletic, he's talented. He's got everything you'd want in a poster boy, and a chosen one, and a marquee player. Russo has an eye for talent, but is Caleb the guy?
We got problems here in JCW, and we got a lot of problems here in JCW. Last week, I had to take a week off to tend to personal problems, and there was utter chaos here, Vito. Me and this man have been friends for 35 years. We were like brothers. And now all of a sudden, after a couple of months, we can't even get along. Well, let me tell you, real men take responsibility, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. There's a lot of questions, and tonight I am gonna give you those answers. Now, when I became 51% majority owner of this company, and I tell you, this is what I was talking about. If you can't control the marks, then you can't control anybody. When I came to this company, I knew this company needed one thing. I knew this company needed a hood ornament. I knew this company needed a leader. And I sat in the back for months and I watched every single person on this roster. And there was one that stood out week after week after week. Now he was a little raw. He was a little green, and he had to get a little serious. And that's when I invited this man into my home. Look at him. This is what a champion looks like. Caleb Conley, look at him. The real deal. The chosen one by me. So what did I do? Me and Caleb, we had meeting after meeting after meeting. We had a game plan. And I was teaching him. I was guiding him. And he was listening. But there was a little problem. And that little problem was a wise ass by the name of KERRY Morton. Now let me tell you something. When you are the owner of a company, You want the right people representing you. And you want the wrong people to get to the back of the line, and Kerry Morton was the wrong person. Kerry Morton is a punk. He is immature. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and more importantly, he has zero respect. Not like this guy. So you know what I did? I made a deal with Matt Cross.
What?
And I told Matt Cross, whatever you have to do, you keep that punk Kerry Morton away from this man, the money, Caleb Conley.
Kerry was right?
Well, but
Russo admitted it.
You guys want Kerry? You guys want Kerry? No problem. You're gonna get Kerry, but it ain't gonna be anytime soon because I personally sent Kerry Morton to Japan to wrestle. You know why? To earn some respect.
Of all people to say such a thing.
But, so, Kerry, I mean...
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh. Speaking about...
Kerry's not the only one that's looking for answers tonight.
Yeah, this was never a conspiracy. We knew that Violent J would be back someday. And there he is. He's in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. Alongside all of his fans that have been loyal to him since day one and were loyal to him when he was on the outside looking in. Violent J steps back within the guardrails of his creation. And you know he wants some answers himself. First time Russo and Violent J have been face to face in months.
I knew it! I knew it, Russo! I knew it all along! You fucked me! You had Matt Cross roll over. You had Matt Cross roll over, which outed me out of JCW, presumably forever. You fucked me.
Well, Russo was working with Matt Cross. That makes sense. Cross said he'd fight
That's
for
not the
Violent
way
J.
it went down, Joe. That's not the way it went down. Cross fucked you because of your problems with Cross.
Oh, these fans aren't buying it.
Do you remember what happened the week after Cross fucked you? Do you remember? He fucked Anderson and Storm because Cross wanted to fuck your entire company, JCW, because of you and your heat with him.
Tell me something. Why should I believe you? Why the hell should I believe you?
I'll tell you why, because I'm telling you the truth.
Give me this microphone.
Uh-oh.
Both of you are ridiculous.
Vito has stoked these fires the entire time.
You and you, why don't you go get a room somewhere? You make me sick. And screw all you people. You're telling him the truth. You're his best buddy. I'm gonna tell you something. I let you back in here. You reneged on a contract. And now you're here like a buttery bitch. Having your girlfriend pick out the onions out of your French onion soup, you big bitch. What's the matter? You didn't make it on TikTok and you come back to this hip-hop bullshit? Well, guess what? I'm not letting you back in this company. This is my company. And you're never coming back here. You're never allowed back here. Do you understand me?
Oh boy.
Oh.
You can sense this is gonna boil over any second.
Hey!
Oh! Vito just threw down
You piece of shit!
his friend
You
of 35
fugazi
years!
son of a bitch! How dare you turn on me! You piece of shit!
Vito's temper gets the better of him again! And here comes the mafioso! Mickey Knuckles PCO!
I don't think Violent J, no, from behind!
Violent J is ready to square up and fight Vito, man to man, and of course, Vito spearheads this back jumping, and it's 3-on-1.
All Violent J has ever wanted to do is what was best for JCW.
Well, you can say the
speaking
same
of JCW, yeah!
about these two. Tough Tony and Willie Mack have stood alongside Violent J in good times and bad. And they're not gonna waver now.
Tough Tony and Willie Mack here to make the save for Violent J, who was completely outnumbered.
Yeah, Violent J may be back in the doors, but Vince Russo, still majority shareholder. Big Vito, still abusing power. I'm not sure he even has, and calling a ton of shots around here.
Well, I'll tell you what though, Violent J, he's back up on his feet, and as long as he keeps getting back up, Big Vito, you better watch out.
JCW presents Strangle Mania. GCW's Collective at Horseshoe Casino, Las Vegas, April 17, 2026. With the lineup that'll even make your grandmother wet. JCW Strangle Mania will be the biggest thing to hit Nevada since the A-bomb. And unlike when your grandma visited, there won't be piss on the sheets when they leave. Well, hopefully not. JCW Strangle Mania is a featured event, part of GCW's Collective, which means they kick ass and they're respected throughout professional wrestling. And if your favorite JCW wrestler ain't in the action at this event, then he's in traction. And if he ain't in traction, well, he's probably dead. Sorry to break it to you. Because this event's lineup will be the creme de la creme. That's French for the best, for those of you who are ignorant. Once upon a time, there were heroes. Good versus evil. But at JCW, there are no heroes. It's only survival of the fittest. So go thieve some tickets, or you can buy them at jcwlv.eventbrite.com.
Bro, how you feeling, man? Man, why didn't you let me know you was coming back? We've been out there, we've been ready. They got you pretty good out there, Joe.
They got me good, man. I'm hurt, but you know what? Don't forget, Tony, I used to do this shit, man.
You're right. Look, Willie, we're getting the band back together.
Joe, are you okay, man? Are you all right?
What do you mean? Is he okay?
I'm checking on him, Tony. Is that okay?
No, it's not okay. You need to get out of here before you're the one gets hurt. Get out of here.
This guy, man.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
But, man, shit. We got this, man. Next time we'll be prepared, bro.
All right.
You're damn right, I am back.
Yeah.
Hey, boss. You want to take care of Willie and Tony tonight?
No, I don't want this. Stop messing around.
Sorry, I really like it.
Okay, this is what I want. Willie and Tony, we're putting them on the side. Okay? What I want is the tag team title. Stop staring at my ass!
Don't put it up there.
I want the tag team titles from those clowns. Do you understand?
Yeah!
Then we will take care of more family business. Do you got it?
Yeah!
Now go.
Yeah!
All right,
Go.
All right, Dad.
Go.
All right.
Get off me. Get out of here.
Dude, I love this. This is
And then, tonight's the night where I expose those clowns for who they are. A couple of fugazi frauds.
We are still rocking here in the arena following Violent J's appearance. Willie, Mack, Too Tough Tony. And what about Big Vito? His temper getting the better of him, shoving down his own friend Vince Russo.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Vito, again, just keeps racking up enemies. But as long as he has PCO and Mickey watching his back, I mean, I don't know if he can be stopped.
Well, our cameras are following as well to chase this story, and we know it's not the last we are going to see of the mafioso here tonight. PCO and Mickey Knuckles, as part of their hand in the victory last week in the World War III elimination match, they've earned themselves a shot at the JCW Tag Team Championship. We know those champions are once again the Brothers of Funstruction, after Willie, Mack, and Tony said they did not want to win the titles the way they did a week ago. But still, those titles back in jeopardy again after the damage Vito and company have done.
Well, if we want to talk about titles in jeopardy, Facade is going to put up that JCW American Championship against the new #1 contender, Mecca Wolf. That's happening tonight, too.
We'll crown a new #1 contender for the Women's Championship. It was an unsanctioned fight last week, but it will be a match this time around. JRod and the women's division showrunner, Big Al, one-on-one. That's ahead.
And we know we have the tag titles on the line. We're also going to line up new #1 contenders for a future opportunity. It's going to be the Outbreak, FLOWE, and Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack. They're going to get another shot to become contenders. That's going down, too.
A lot of questions surrounding the tag team division. Betty, you ready for some answers?
I feel like every time we think we get some answers, there's more questions. Let's try to sort this out right now.
Yeah, let's send it back to the ring.
The following contest is a three-way match where the winners will be #1 contenders for the JCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first.
Well, back to the drawing board for Too Tough Tony, and great to see him stand by the side of Violent J. That's a visual that, Beta, I think was many, many months overdue, but a week ago we thought Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack were the brand new tag team champions, but it did not go down in a way that they could be proud of.
Yeah, a pretty unbelievable result after the match last week. Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack, they defeated the Brothers of Funstruction, but heavy assist, unasked for assist by Big Vito, who, as we know, has it out for the brothers. And Tony and Willie Mack, they don't want to become champions like that, Joe. They gave the titles back to Yabo and Ruffo. It was unbelievable. Willie Mack and Tony, they want to be JCW Tag Team Champions, but they want to earn it the right way. And right now, they have a chance to become #1 contenders.
It really shows you the disgust, the disdain that Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack and so many other JCW pillars have for the way Big Vito has turned this company upside down.
I mean, these are prestigious championships. It takes an awful lot to just hand them back over, but at the same time, if Tony and Willie Mack would have stayed champions, they would know. They have integrity, they have honor. They would know that there would always be that little asterisk next to their championship reign.
Yeah, but certainly after months away, it feels so good to watch Too Tough Tony make this lap around the ring week after week and share an alcoholic beverage with some of the best fans in the world right here in Michigan.
Well, if you want to talk about Big Vito and his Goon Squad, the Mafioso. They're going to have tag team opportunity tonight here as well.
Yeah, let's go. It's the Mac, and we bring it on.
From South Central LA, he is the Chocolate Juggalo, Willie
And to your point, step one of Mack and Tony getting back into title contention here tonight, if they can become #1 contenders one more time, regardless of who wins that World Tag Team title matchup later tonight. Any combination involving these teams and the teams we'll see later tonight, a matchup I would gladly pay to see.
Willie Mack really feeling it here. This is deep Juggalo territory. We're in Saginaw, Michigan. Three-way #1 contenders match for those tag team titles.
And again, think about your Willie Mack. This is your family, your extended family.
And our next competitors.
And it was stripped away from you by force for that suspension. BS suspension, I might add.
Devil's favorite dealer, Cocaine!
Well, Cocaine out here with the chance as part of FLOWE to become #1 contender for the tag team titles. But Joe, Cocaine's also got that briefcase. There's another contendership on the line involved with that.
Cocaine could have a chance to stack up title shots, because he's got a chance at the JCW World title down the road in that briefcase. But we know Cocaine's been dead set on fighting the world. He's already defended that briefcase a number of times, and then last week, 2 different occasions, stood up to fight Shane Mercer.
Tag team partner, from Seattle, Washington, the Grunge Lord, Stephen FLOWE.
Now listen, again, Stephen FLOWE, one of the toughest and most resilient members of the Lunacy roster, but I'm even shocked to not just see him in this match, but on his feet after that beatdown from Shane Mercer just a week ago.
Glad to see Stephen FLOWE upright. This kid's resilient as hell.
And
he'll need to be
final competitors
to survive these 4 opponents.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and prepare to be shocked and amazed as Barnabas the Bizarre so proudly presents from the witch trials of Salem to the voodoo graves of New Orleans, twin bodies, one conjoined brain, and insatiable hunger that must be seen to be believed, for they are the unstoppable, incurable, infection, Jackson, Abel,
The Outbreak had maybe a half a cup of coffee as JCW Tag Champions, but that fleeting moment at the top of the heap made them hungrier than ever for the glory of the gold.
And no pun intended there, because I think the Outbreak, they just have this perpetual hunger for flesh, for championships, and it's all under the leadership of Barnabas the Bizarre, who has this hold on them. The only person who is even slightly able to control the Outbreak.
And let's be thankful we have one person that can do that.
Oof.
Saw the Outbreak absolutely decimate tag teams in recent weeks who tried to come to JCW and make a statement, but Jackson and Abel, undeterred, they have been programmed by Barnabas the Bizarre to feel no pain, to show no fear, to not be limited by that which is in the mortal body. Their mindset, this zombie-like lifestyle, makes them practically unstoppable. Heard the fans chanting JCW a moment ago. Certainly spearheaded in many ways by Tony and Mack's presence, but all three of these teams really help create the makeup of what's put JCW on a new level today.
Now the Outbreak clearing out the ring, but here comes Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony. Again, Mack and Tony, they had a taste of being champions. They want to get back in there. You could say the exact same thing about the Outbreak, though.
Well, with Tony, we may prove who feels less pain, the drunk or the undead, as Tony connects.
Like a freight train, Too Tough Tony. Wow.
Yeah. Tony, you aren't seeing things. Jackson and Abel, the Outbreak. Amazing recuperative skill, but Tony outsmarts him.
I mean, they have no brains. Oh, here's a cover.
2 count only.
Too Tough Tony, he's stepping right in there. We've seen in the past competitors not really sure how to handle the Outbreak, and believe it or not, Tony seems to have a plan.
Well, Tony knows one thing, and that's full speed ahead.
Oh, wait a second, he's going up. This is many a match for Too Tough Tony. And what?
We were looking for a Tony salt.
And I mean, that probably would have gotten the win for Too Tough Tony, but Cocaine, smart strategy, just tagged himself in.
Yeah, smart maneuver. I mean, the winner of the fall will get a future title match for their team, and let's face it, Bandit, you can't win the prize if you're not in the game, and Cocaine just changed that.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy involved in a match like this. You got to imagine that Barnabas certainly has worked out all the possibilities.
Yeah, Barnabas is that mind that they thrive with, maybe the only mind they don't look to as an appetizer.
And with a sling blade, Cocaine is down.
And Jackson celebrating the damage done, but hey, we talked about pain threshold. Man, that can describe all 6 of these men for vastly different reasons.
Again, taking down Cocaine.
Yeah, just smothering Cocaine, rubbing his face in the canvas.
Unconventional is probably too light a term to use to describe athletes like the Outbreak, like Cocaine here at JCW.
Yeah, I'd be like calling the sun a little bit warm.
Cocaine isolated in the wrong corner. That is Outbreak territory, and choking Cocaine here.
Yeah, there's Abel just ripping and clawing and tearing. And Cocaine victim of a 2-on-1 in the corner, and Barnabas has Stephen Flow by the ankle.
Hey! I mean, nothing personal there, but Barnabas clearly wants to keep the ring clear for the Outbreak and keep Cocaine from tagging back out.
Think about the work and effort the Outbreak have put in to be in consideration for the tag titles. Their series of matches with the Brothers of Funstruction, their kidnapping, their onslaught on Big Vito. And
whoa, Cocaine.
Inches away from Stephen Flow, but.
Even trying maybe to tag in to Too Tough Tony, anything to get out of the ring.
That's legal, but you want to tag your partner to keep your team in play if you can. And Stephen Flow is the legal man in this contest and ready to unload on Jackson, on Abel. And Stephen Flow's there for COKANE, just like COKANE was there for him a week ago.
Yeah, Stephen Flow was waiting on the apron to get that tag, but he just got swarmed by the Outbreak.
Oh, yeah, and if Stephen thought one, Shane Mercer was bad, two, Outbreak, who are really in a can't-lose situation. Oh, look at that enziguri!
Oh, the crack of that kick, and here comes COKANE.
COKANE back in. We'll see if he's recovered from what the Outbreak has done, and the tides turn once again towards the individuals with the zombie-like lifestyle.
What's gonna happen here? I mean, they're both down, and
what an unsettling visual.
Oh.
How'd you like to open your drapes on your window some night and see that looking in at you?
Whoa, wait a second, there's been a tag on the Outbreak side of things.
And this rapid fire double team. Check out this animalistic approach, like savages.
COKANE completely outnumbered here as the Outbreak go to work. Oh no! That is a rare miscommunication from the Outbreak.
Yeah, they had a solid game plan, but COKANE at the last second pushed Abel into Jackson's path, and not even the directions of Barnabas could save them at the last second.
Moonsault in to an inverted DDT, and both members of the Outbreak are caught.
And a Coke slam? No way!
Stacking up already dead bodies, COKANE.
Incredible action. What's it going to be like when we hit Strangle Mania in Vegas, April 17th? All the JCW stars, Rob Van Dam, Good Brothers, EC3, so many more. It's going to be the biggest event in a long time. And Too Tough Tony could walk into it as one of the tag team champions.
Whoa! Too Tough Tony running wild here, taking out the Outbreak.
All that pent-up hostility, frustration over being sent to the sidelines on a BS suspension. Tony's making the most of every minute he's got in the ring and making up for lost time.
Are we gonna see it? Tony Salt right here. Wow!
Tony scores! Is this enough to put Contenders? No.
Making the save, and wait a second, here comes Willie Mack. Oh, but look.
Willie Mack having to fight off a feeding frenzy by the looks of things.
And now COKANE is back in the ring. Looking for the Coke Slam. And hit.
And Steven tagged himself in, and I'm not sure COKANE expected that. Oh, no way. The momentum sent COKANE back into Stephen Flow, who got crotched. And now neck first into the corner. But remember, Stephen Flow's legal.
Stephen Flow!
Wham! Into the stunner! Stephen Flow never saw it coming. Oh my God. It's been so long. Vito, we're gonna see it.
Oh, the meteorite strikes!
Meteorite right between the eyes! We got #1 contenders!
Here are your winners, Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack!
Well, their title match was messed with a week ago, but Tony and Willie prove you can't keep a good team down for long because they're right back in the mix a week later.
They are the new #1 contenders for the JCW Tag Team Championships, but who are they going to face, Joe? Because we already know that later on we're going to see those titles defended. The Brothers of Construction have challengers in Mickey, Knuckles, and PCO. I don't know. I mean, again, it's been the Brothers of Construction so dominant, but with Big Vito? Now look at this. Show respect fans here, again, gotta give it up for Tony and Willie Mack. They're doing the right thing. They're doing this right.
And again, this is something Big Vito will never understand. The fact that these warriors in JCW can step into battle, leave it all in the ring, but come out with a respect that runs so deep. And I'd hate to be Russo or Vito or anybody that crosses this path, but I can't wait to see Tony and Max challenging for the tag team titles again. And you know this time, they'll keep an eye out for any unwanted help. Hey, congrats! Welcome back!
Hey, wait.
Hey, Mercer! Mercer out of nowhere, and he's right back on Stephen FLOWE.
And COKANE once again making the save for Stephen FLOWE. He got jumped from behind. And COKANE now helping. It smells like burned hair here in the building. That meteorite is devastating. And
Stephen FLOWE frustrated again.
Stephen FLOWE just walked out without COKANE.
I get the frustration, Stephen. You've been a target, but man, COKANE has had your back, and he is a true friend.
Yeah, and in a business like this, you want to hold on to friends like COKANE. I don't know, Stephen FLOWE. Got a lot to think about.
Come in.
Hey, Vince. I just wanted to, say...
Al, before you say anything, I want to first thank you for asking about my wife. That meant something to me. And most importantly, I want to thank you for giving up your title as showrunner.
Well, Vince, I was talking to Vito, and he recommended to me that I drink a cream soda, and, it really made me feel better, and I just wanted to come in here and say I'm sorry.
Al, listen, you got to understand something. I've been around this business a long time. I've been around this business a lot longer than you. And let me tell you what really concerned me about what went down. Listen, I can't blame you because you're young. And what is wrestling all about? It's about politics. It's about doing whatever you have to do to get ahead. And unfortunately, that's how some people get ahead. So I understand what you were thinking. I understand where you were coming from. But what really hurt me was my years in this business. I have had 3 women. I have had a woman in WWE, WCW, TNA, in front of the camera and behind the camera, tell me their stories of being sexually harassed, sexually abused in this business. And now that's very important. What women go through in this business, a lot of people don't know. I know. I've heard it firsthand. So I just want you to understand that was the part of it that really upset me. I don't blame you. I understand.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for accepting my...
Listen, man, I want you to do one thing tonight. I'm proud of you. Go out there and kick some ass. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go get him.
The Lunacy continues every Thursday night following JCW Lunacy. Join your host, Mac Davis, Noel Harlow, and Chip live for the JCW Lunacy Post Show. Special surprises, exclusive news, killer interviews, and footage. So when the final bell rings and you still want more, Mac and Paige have the score. Blood on the canvas, jokes in the chat. We laugh, we gasp, we run it right back. Face paint dripping, crowd still chanting. We go live while your heart's still panting. Lunacy Wrestling Post Show with Mac Davis, Noel Harlow, and Jeff Lay. Live Thursday nights following JCW Lunacy. Exclusively on Vince Russo's The Brand on YouTube.
It's peaceful. Hey there. You caught me doing some writing. And sometimes I like to write down my problems. Do you want me to show you how to get rid of yours? Well, okay then, I'll show you how. Step 1, you gotta identify your problem. You gotta figure out what's bothering you. It could be your boss at work, something he said, or your husband leaving the toilet seat up again. Step 2, it's quite simple. You wanna write your problem down. You wanna write down your problem and every detail pertaining to your problem. Like how you're gonna solve your problem, who you're gonna solve it with, if you're gonna utilize any tools and things of that nature, where you're gonna store your problem after you're done. You wanna write it all down. In step 3, you wanna set it on fire. Set it on fire. It will inevitably burn to its core, leaving you with nothing but ashes and memories, right? And that's what Red Love's all about. Making memories and such.
The following contest is a #1 contenders match for the JCW Women's Championship. Introducing first, from Nashville, Tennessee, the ultimate athlete, JRod.
Well, JRod feels Big Al didn't have her back when it came to the street fight a few weeks ago. And as a result, JRod says, Big Al, you've gone soft. To prove her point, last week, JRod called Big Al out to the ring and proceeded to knock her out with brass knucks.
Yeah, that was clearly a trap set for Big Al,
And
but now
her opponent.
this is a sanctioned match with huge implications. #1 contendership on the line.
From Cleveland, Ohio, Big Al, Alice CROWLEY.
Well, Big Al has made peace with Vince Russo. She has relinquished her position as showrunner, and that means, Veda, Big Al can get back to focused on what made her name in JCW, and that's kicking ass.
Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly what Big Al's been trying to do. But since JRod showed up here in JCW, I mean, she has turned the women's division completely on its head. She got rid of Hollywood Haley J, at least for now, and that is our champion, who clearly is watching this match to see who will challenge her next.
A series of attacks from JRod to Haley J, most notably, and most recently, JRod bragging about going to her home and doing it. And certainly those two have a history together dating back to their time in OVW in Louisville, Kentucky under Al Snow. But right now, it's about JRod and a brand new threat, a new challenger to what she feels is rightfully hers, and that's any spot that JRod sees fit.
Got Al trapped in the corner, does JRod.
And JRod is the ultimate athlete. She has exceeded in bodybuilding, in CrossFit, in gymnastics, in softball, in volleyball. She's an American gladiator. She's a championship professional wrestler. It'd be easier to list the things JRod hasn't accomplished.
Yeah, and truly, since JRod came here to JCW, she's seen it as a foregone conclusion that she will be champion. Like you said, she's a winner. That's just how it goes. But first, she's going to have to get through Big Al if she wants to be #1 contender.
On a night where the tag titles will still be decided, Brothers of Funstruction taking on Vito's charges of Mickey Knuckles and PCO. But JRod, I mean, when you think about from an athletic standpoint, just a flawless specimen, something you'd see maybe out of a cartoon, out of a video game, out of a statue, that's what JRod reminds me of.
Well, Al on the run. Oh, but look at that. She used JRod's own momentum against her.
Yeah, Big Al being resourceful. Keep in mind, former women's champion at JCW in her own right is Big Alice CROWLEY, who's used to fighting on the streets.
Uh-oh. Oh, and she just collided with that ring apron.
Here's the question, Veda. We know Big Al, if She had a chance to fight in an alleyway, in a bar, anywhere a fight breaks out. She's not going to be scared. She's not going to back down, but is Big Al's toughness enough to counteract the athletic prowess that JRod brings?
If anything, Big Al's going to go down fighting, but look at this, JRod keeping her feet on the ground.
Al went for that Saito, but JRod got her leg behind the leg of Alice to block her momentum to bridge back, and now Alice fights her way out of the fireman's carry.
Well, they're fighting over this waist lock.
And whoever wins this thing, Veda, you got to think about, will they have an easier path to the world title if Haley J is held up injured and not 100%?
Well, and you got to imagine that is exactly the path that JRod is trying to carve out for herself. But wait a second, Al just got out of the way.
Yeah, JRod wants to finish what she started, but Big Al, no doubt her and Haley J will be fighting until the ends of time without their rivalries gone. Something's got to give. Big Al trying to fight out of the corner. JRod reeling for really the first time in this matchup.
Whoa! Pump kick by Al.
Got the Saito! And I'm seeing a newly rediscovered focus and intensity on Big Al now that she's not dealing with the political manipulation of being a showrunner. Big Al's just back to beating people up.
Whoa, and she just dropped JRod hard. There's the cover.
That'll do it.
Wow. That was so close.
Man, I feel like Big Al has rediscovered herself, has found that spark that made her so unbeatable here.
And
wait a minute.
Who is that? That's
the ring girl.
Well, then she has that. And she's working with JRod here. What is this? What?
Obviously, this is premeditated.
Oh, there's metal in there. That's like a cookie sheet.
Yeah, some kind of metal sheet.
Okay, so hold on. This woman, she signed up to be a JCW ring girl with a loaded sign, and once again, this is another plan by JRod.
Last week it was brass knucks hidden in plain sight. This time JRod had an ally watching her back the whole time that we never counted on.
I want you to understand something. They're going to accuse me of playing favorites. What favorites? I didn't know you when I came in here, but I saw something in you. But you can't let up, man. It's got to be full speed every single night, full speed, because everybody's going to come gunning for you now because of me. Because
Vince, you sent Kerry to Japan? What does this mean for me?
Can you not see we're having a conversation here, Matt?
Hold on.
Matt, let me tell you something. I'll get to you when I get to you. Understand?
Yeah, fine. Just make sure it's not too long.
Yeah, I will. I will. That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. They're all going to be coming for you, man. You got to keep going. You can't let that guard down no matter what. Not for a second, not for a minute, because you got to book. Oh.
Sorry. Hey, I don't mean to barge in like this, but I have just about had it with Shane Mercer, and I want him in a match. Tonight!
I'll see what I could do. I'll see what I could do, Steven. Let me finish business. I'll see what I can do. It never stops here. It never stops.
When I look upon JCW, what do I see? I see criminals disguised as happy, friendly clowns. I see sexual favors offered and accepted to gain leverage at the workplace. I see wolves preying on the weak and helpless and feasting on the innocent. I see lost souls, desperate and in severe need of a leader. I see what could be an absolute paradise smothered underneath the filth of evil. But I also hear faint, distant cries for the brave. I hear screams for help, wildly blowing within the winds of chaos. I hear the frantic panicking and begging for rescue from the few innocents left. These are simply flickers of love amongst the burning carnage that surrounds them. And so I am here to say to all those in need at JCW, I am coming. A true hero is on its way. JCW, are you ready to get with the green? I am the Green Phantom.
Big Al, you tried to stack the deck against me? Well, surprise, surprise, surprise. You never saw it coming. Let me formally introduce you to my childhood bestie, Sophia Rose. And you'll be seeing a lot more of us around here.
The following contest is for the JCW American Championship. Introducing first.
Well, still a lot of questions surrounding the Women's Championship contendership now that JRod's bestie's on the scene. But American title about to be decided.
From the Wolf's Den, the Bad Wolf, this is Mecca Wolf.
Last week, Mecca Wolf earned this title opportunity in a three-way match. Made a huge return here at Lunacy. Now has the chance to become American champion. But if Mecca Wolf is thinking of the Facade that he's known in years past, he's going to be going up against a very different beast here tonight.
That's a great point. I've always said Mecca Wolf is one win away from any title he wants. He's that dangerous. He's that lethal. But Facade has proven he craves the American title on a level we've never before seen.
Well, and speaking of returns, it's great to have Jeff the ref back after injury. Our senior official, of course, here to lay down the law in the championship
opponent.
Across the sky, a ninja flashes in the blink of an eye. No lie, it's Facade, the neon god. Lighting adversaries up like a lightning rod. Harder than a Viking, quicker than a snake. One kick across the face is all it takes. The neon blows breaking PO bodies. Smash and attack and crushing all your parties. The neon ninja.
He roams the streets at night, reaping while you're sleeping. The Neon Ninja and the JCW American Champion, Facade.
So the Neon Ninja used a shortcut to take the American Championship from Ninja Mack, and maybe that triggered something in Facade to recognize that, well, maybe a shortcut or two will save a headache in the short term, because Facade has done whatever it takes to stay on top of the mountain.
Again, Facade is one of the most innovative athletes in all of pro wrestling, but doing things the right way wasn't really paying dividends, and right here you can see it. That's proof in his hand that JCW American Championship is the reward that he's been searching for.
Facade brings such an unpredictability in everything that he does. And you see the prize, great call, Beta, on the return of Jeff the ref with that senior referee jersey on. He is the one trusted to watch over this particular matchup. And let's face it, there's a lot to keep your eye on based on what we've seen Facade try in recent weeks and just how Mecca Wolf is capable of anything at any given moment.
Yeah, Mecca Wolf, truly a beast. We could have a new American champion right here, right now. Mecca Wolf looks so focused and ready.
We've seen what the American title has done for others in the past, most notably Caleb Conley, who's now JCW's chosen one. Let's face it. And Facade, Mecca Wolf, certainly see themselves every bit as good as Caleb Conley, but time will tell if they can make it to that particular level of favor as Mecca Wolf starts things out. Facade reversing with a rear race lock. Both men feeling each other out.
Whoa, but it's Mecca Wolf with the strength advantage and now cinching on the Chancery, but look at Facade able to reverse it.
And interesting to see Matt Cross a bit ago mad at Vince Russo for sending Kerry Morton upstream, shipping him off to Japan to learn some respect. And I think Matt Cross, he has a lot of unfinished business and sour feelings towards Kerry Morton. He wasn't done getting out yet.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Matt Cross grow more and more bitter over the years. Whoa. Right now, though, it's Facade in control with his title on the line.
And Beta, how about Stephen Flow demanding a match with Shane Mercer? There's no way he's 100%. He wrestled already. He got beat the hell out of him twice last week. What is Stephen Flow thinking?
Stephen Flow, I don't know that he is thinking. He is all heart, and unfortunately, he may come to regret that. Shane Mercer is a force. Oh!
With the force of the dexterity of Facade. That spinning back kick sent Mecha Wolf to the outside. We know Mecca's no stranger to outside, but right now he wants to bridge the distance. What a spear!
Through the ropes, turning himself into a projectile. Mecha Wolf, again, back in control.
I saw something projectile out of Facade's mouth on impact. That's how intense that was, but that's Mecha Wolf in a nutshell.
JCW American Championship is on the line.
Facade hits the guardrail hard, and now with the distance and Mecca on offense.
Oh, what are we gonna see here?
You could feel time stand still as the anticipation grows.
Oh! Look at that, the guardrail tipping over with the force of that dive.
Mecha Wolf practically charging through steel. These fans appreciate it. Mecha Wolf has that wild look in his eyes. I think many people will say Mecca's long overdue for a JCW championship. Tonight could very well be his night.
And this is what it takes to become a champion here in JCW. Competition is hotter than ever. And look at this Mecha Wolf dragging Facade around the ring. Oh.
That knife edge certainly stung, but it may have fired Facade up as well, who's looking to battle back. But Mecca.
Biting.
That animalistic nature will not back down for a heartbeat.
And now finally, rolling Facade back inside the ring. That's the only way you're going to become champion here, is to finish it inside the ropes.
No doubt, Mecca realizes that he's got to keep his focus on the ultimate goal. Man, how many of those shots can any human being withstand? That may be the level of physicality that PCO and Mickey Knuckles bring. The Yabo and Ruffo still to come. Tag titles decided in our main event. But right now, Mecca, half a count? No.
Yeah, we got titles on the line all over the place here, and we almost had a new American champion.
Mecha Wolf was under a second away from becoming the brand new American champion.
Look at Facade, though. He's still in it.
Facade psyching himself up. Many of these fans on Team Mecha Wolf, and whether that's the reputation that Mecca has built or whether that's fans criticizing some of Facade's recent decisions. Maybe it's both.
Yeah, a very, very exciting competitor is Mecha Wolf. And checking off Facade one more time in the corner. It's a little bit of blood on the head of Facade as well. This has been nonstop physicality the whole way through.
Well, you got to believe that was opened up when Mecca dug his teeth right into the forehead of Facade on the outside of the ring. That just shows you the will to win as Facade sent to the far side but gets the elbow up.
Oh!
A quicker pace will favor the champion, case in point.
Oh, and Facade off the ropes.
Springboard kick connects. Facade caught him in the temple. And Mecca landed hard on the guardrail.
Yeah. That is metal. Right there, unyielding.
And Mecca has no idea what's waiting for him. Facade psyching himself back up. And you can tell Facade's deep in thought.
Oh!
Double spring! And Mecca gets wiped out.
This is what it's all about. This is what it means to be a champion here.
Mecca sent back in, center of the ring. Facade could be one maneuver away from retaining the American Championship. Sidekick connects!
Here we go, Facade rolling through.
No!
Jackknife pin, but it wasn't enough. And look at Facade. There is a lot of emotion on that face.
Yeah, it could have been such a validating victory. We've seen a number of those tonight. We know KERRY Morton somewhere validated because Vince Russo confessed to his conspiracy theory. We know Tony and Willie are validated. They get another shot at the tag titles under their terms.
Whoa, what is
minute.
this? Oh, wait a second.
Oh, Facade got hung up on that top rope. And that, Vita, is the risk you take when you take to the air too many times.
Springing into a DDT. That's it. New champion. Whoa.
You can't get much closer. Mecca Wolf could feel it. But just as he thought he had three, it slipped through his fingers once again.
Mecca Wolf can feel it. He knows how close he just came to holding gold here at JCW Lunacy.
Both these men have taken so much out of one another.
Oh, that knee pad exposing the bone here.
And Facade may be a sitting duck.
And whoa, Facade from behind.
I think the knee hit the turnbuckle. Facade the roller. Oh, Facade drove up with all of his weight as much as he could, but Mecca still that leg strength overpowered and kicked out.
And meanwhile, Facade on the apron.
Hits the hyper crush.
That's
beyond.
No! How? It doesn't get any closer than that.
That determination in the eyes of the American champion speaks more than we could about the urgency of the moment.
And Joe, this is the Facade we used to know. This is the fighter. This is the warrior. He's got Mecca Wolf up on the shoulders. Mecca Wolf able to escape. Facade, whoa.
Oh, Facade had no way to protect himself. His arms were at his side, balancing him upside down, and he was wide open for that thrust kick.
Oh, and there's the knee by Mecca Wolf with the exposed kneecap. Facade's out.
He's got him. He's got him.
Oh.
My God. What an American title match this is. Both men putting everything they have on the line. Mecca's waited so long for a shot like this, and Facade has worked so hard to maintain it.
Non-stop action. There's been so many moments where I thought for sure it was a 3 count.
Facade can barely stand, but Mecca gonna force the issue.
Oh, from behind Facade.
O'Connor roll, stacks him up. No, couldn't keep the shoulders.
Facade, hey, the tights.
Wow.
Here is your winner and still JCW American Champion, Facade.
Dana, you hit the nail on the head. That look in the eye, the fire in the fight. We saw the Facade you and I have known for so many, many years. But in that 11th hour, at the last second when it mattered most, Facade went cheap again.
Yeah, the going got too tough
Mecca Wolf knows what happened. Obviously, Facade knows what happened. These people know what happened. But the decision stands. Facade, you're American champion by any means necessary.
Yeah, I know we've taken care of these things, all right? Don't worry about it. I'm going to handle it. All right, hold on. I got to go. Goodbye.
What? You're gonna put your hands on me out there?
Yeah, that's right. I put my hands on you. And what are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna ask you one question. Do you think we can fix this?
I'm going to get back to you on that.
Over here, you don't even wanna get near. Shit, if I was you, I'd turn around and back on up before your ass gets stuck, little buster. Trying to meet mug with that lip flapping. What you thought was gonna happen? Turn around, bitch boy, and break out fast before you get that foot in your ass, motherfucker.
For JCW, I'm Mac Davis. Please welcome my guest at this time, Violent J. And Violent J, you've been here for a cup of coffee and you've already gotten your ass kicked.
That's fine, Mac. That's fine. After all, my name is Violent J. So a little violence as a welcoming party is just fine with me. But since I've been gone, I've been stalking, lurking, hawking, watching this place, and I don't like what it's become. Because what I see out there is a hurricane of insanity. But it's not the type of sanity I enjoy. It's tainted, it's crooked, it's wrong, and it needs a fix of the type of insanity only the Duke of the Wicked can supply. And that's exactly what I'm here to do.
Let's talk about Vince Russo. Do you trust Vince?
About as far as I can throw him. But I tell you this, I will get to the bottom of this. I am a tunnel runner. I lurk in the underground, and I will get to the bottom of this crazy rabbit hole. Even if I've got to dig to the bottom of it, I will find things out. Vince Russo, you will be exposed.
Stephen Flow looks like he's on his way to the arena. Is Russo going to make this match happen?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. In Introducing first,
Impromptu match added to our lineup at the demand of Stephen FLOWE, but is he marching into disaster?
Again, I cannot deny the heart of Stephen FLOWE, but man, this could be a massacre.
He is the mercenary, the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer.
Oh, remember this all started a week ago when Shane Mercer was in a three-way matchup with Mecha Wolf and Stephen FLOWE to crown a new #1 contender to the American Championship. Mercer hit Mecha Wolf with the moonsault and battery. That would have been a 3 count if not for Stephen FLOWE's interruption of the fall. Mercer blames FLOWE for why Shane is not American champion today, and he has taken it out on Stephen FLOWE's hide every chance
and
since.
his opponent, from Seattle, Washington, the Grunge Lord, Stephen.
And Mercer picks back up where we left off for the 4th time in just about 8 days. Mercer is absolutely ravaging Stephen FLOWE.
And again, Stephen FLOWE came charging out to the ring. He knows no fear, but wait a second, hold on.
Stephen FLOWE fighting back. This isn't the first time Stephen FLOWE's dealt with bullies in JCW or out of it, and he's gonna fight. Oh, but he got caught.
Oh, no, no, no. Whoa, wait, Stephen FLOWE from behind.
Lands on his feet. Mercer has no idea. Low bridge. And the Iron Demon to the outside. Stephen FLOWE's got a chance, a sliver of an opening. A second time. With determination written across his face, Stephen FLOWE gonna make the most of his. Oh no.
I thought he was gonna nail 3 in a row, and instead spine first into the ring post. That is just straight up metal.
Now that mood changed in a nanosecond, and that shows you the unmitigated power of Shane Mercer. Just ragdolling an adult human into steel. And I get FLOWE wants to stand up for himself. I get that maybe his pride's been hurt. We know his body's been hurt by being bested by Mercer week after week, but sometimes it's, you know, the old adage, discretion the better part of valor. Sometimes it's best to live to fight another day.
Oh no, not on the metal. That is just straight up metal for the ramp.
Yeah, that's a reinforced, loading like ramp. It's meant to withstand hundreds, if not thousands of pounds of pressure, and that will not give an inch for you.
Oh no, no, no!
Jeez.
Stephen FLOWE just chunked into the ring.
You gotta wonder if Mercer will bring this kind of intensity April 17th to Las Vegas at Strangle Mania, when Rob Van Dam will be with us, when the Good Brothers will be with us, EC3, Kenta, Charlie Haas, Nyla Rose. The list goes on. Mercer won't be scared of a damn one of them.
Yeah, I don't know that Stephen FLOWE is going to be able to make it anywhere near Vegas. Not the way that this is turning out.
Well, certainly FLOWE is going all in on this bet, but I don't think the odds makers are giving him much of a shot.
Oh, release suplex.
Stephen FLOWE is just doubled over in agony.
And let's keep in mind, there's been a couple moments where COKANE has tried to help out Stephen. Here's a cover.
There's 2 count only.
Has tried to help out Stephen Flow, tried to back up his friend, and it seems like Stephen doesn't even want that. He wants to fight his own battles, but...
And to your point, Vita, Cocaine couldn't do anything if he wanted to because it's a sanctioned match.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this Stephen Flow. I thought was going down, but he's still not giving up.
Yeah, he's conscious, and that means that blood's flowing, and that means he still wants to fight.
Official right there to check on Stephen Flow.
Will the body cooperate with where Stephen Flow's heart wants to take it?
Back up to his feet. Stephen Flow still fighting.
That'll alleviate some of the pressure, but Mercer still leaning in with that thick frame. Flow broke the grip that time. Oh, but Mercer wouldn't let him go. Look at this!
Oh!
Got him by the neck! My God, down into a rear choke. That was sick.
Almost popping Stephen Flow's head off. And again, Stephen, he is trapped in this hold.
Notice Mercer has the body lock cinched in as well. There's nowhere for Flow to go. He's in the center of the ring. He can't reach a rope. Oh, that light is fading. You can sense it. Mercer gonna finish what he started a week ago.
Stephen Flow. Wait a second. Flow! Flow is up!
How? How in the world did that happen? Stephen Flow somehow withstanding maybe the strongest arm. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Into the crowd.
He tried this earlier.
Oh, wait. Into a destroyer, Stephen Flow.
I don't know where Stephen Flow pulled that out of, but he needed it more than ever. Cover! No!
Oh, come on!
Oh, from deep and fourth and long, Stephen Flow pulled that out of nowhere. It wasn't enough, but it was enough to rejuvenate Stephen. He's got a chance, a prayer, an opening.
Stephen Flow making the climb.
Oh, Stephen Flow took too much time. I think even shedding that flannel would have shot pain up Stephen's body at this point. But it makes him susceptible.
Oh, here we go. Moonsault and battery to Stephen Flow. Whoa! Right behind! Whoa!
He got him!
Here is your winner, Stephen Flow!
My God! The kid stood up for himself! He kept back into the fight! And it paid off! What an upset! Shane Mercer just got pinned!
Listen, I didn't want to count out Stephen. Hey!
No!
And Shane Mercer.
You could almost sense it wouldn't last.
There were so many moments where it seemed like Shane Mercer was going to have this match when he kept the beatdown going. And Stephen Flow stuck it out. He took advantage. And now this is disgusting. The match is over.
Yeah, and Mercer may not get the win, but he may get the last word.
No! Oh! I mean, that could be career ending right there.
Dropped him right in his head. And that sinister smile tells me Mercer's satisfied with the end result. I hope it's the end. Come on, Shane. Here's Cocaine! And once again, Mercer wants no part. Cocaine for the fourth time. Walking into the depths of hell, showing no fear, fending off the most intimidating member of this roster.
And Shane Mercer, he's gonna have to remember that Stephen Flow beat him here tonight.
Yeah, that's something that no one can take away from Stephen Flow. And thankfully, whatever Shane Mercer had intended was still left unfinished as COKANE stands tall. Best friends here on Lunacy. What a win. What a celebration these two are going to have now that Stephen FLOWE has gotten. Biggest win of his career, I got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the match he wanted. It was the result he wanted.
Load off his shoulders.
Good to see COKANE out here having what?
Well, now what? You won the match, Steven. Look at that look in his eye.
Come on.
Hey. That's your best friend. He came out to help you.
Well,
I thought we'd have a much different tone from Stephen FLOWE, but it certainly seems like he's still bothered. He's still got an issue that's renting space in his head.
Yeah, I mean, he got that win over Shane Mercer, but that post-match beatdown, I don't know what's going through the mind of Stephen FLOWE. I hope that he and COKANE can work this out.
Well, yeah, we want to keep you up to date on this story. I want you to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Join Lunacy each and every Thursday night. Follow along on social media as well. Updates on our live events, our touring, so much more. Strangle Mania going down April 17th in Las Vegas. Star-studded lineup full of legends and all of your JCW favorites. And certainly we want them to show up in style in Vegas, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to head to psychopathicvault.com or shop.icp.com for all sorts of exclusive merchandise, auction items, and I need some kind of like hat or something to wrangle this hair, I think.
Yes.
Maybe. I need to head there myself. You can get it all right there.
Well, one person that's not going to need a hat to wrangle their hair anytime soon is Big Vito. And Vito obviously has been targeting the Brothers of Construction for several weeks now. Stole their wallet, stole their suitcase, believes he has some type of information, some type of secret from their past that he's been holding over their heads. And Vito, we don't know when or if that secret will be revealed, but it could be tonight.
It could be tonight, and if it is, Brothers of Construction, they need to focus on their match tonight. They're defending their titles. It's coming up right now.
Yeah. The brothers are on their way into the arena. Tag Team Championship as they defend against PCO and Mickey Knuckles of Big Vito's Mafioso, and that's coming up next.
Ruffo. You know, tonight, Vito might, interfere in the match.
Yeah?
And, possibly expose us? Yabo, I don't care anymore. I don't care. Let him expose us. You're my brother. We've done everything together. And we're gonna continue to do everything together. Yeah. We're the JCW Tag Team Champions. We can do anything. Let's go. Let's go.
This message was paid for, written, and approved by the God of Gods himself. The towering bucket of sweetness, the slick, sly, and seductive KERRY MORTON.
Well. It's me, guys. It's Mr. JCW, KERRY MORTON. And you know, I'm here on my little excursion in Japan. And you know, Vince Russo, it's funny. It's funny that you're so pissed off at me and so jealous of me and how good looking I am that you put me in this situation, that you sent me all the way to Japan. But see, little Russo boy, you fucking carny bastard, this is what you need to understand. When you sent me here, did you realize that you're doing yourself a disservice? I, myself, KERRY MORTON, sold out on all my merchandise on the first night. I mean, every single piece, full rate, brother. And then, me being who I am, I went over to the little New Japan boys and talked shit to all those guys. They can all kiss my fucking ass for all we care for. And now I'm here, on the little YouTube screen, for all the JCW fans to watch me and how excellent I am. So you know what, Russo? I'm not going to put myself over anymore. I'm going to let you know this right now. When I come back, and which is soon, I figured out all your little tricks. And I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to see you. Bye, Russie boy. Have a good time, and Lunacy fans, catch you soon.
The lunacy continues every Thursday night following JCW Lunacy. Join your host, Mac Davis, Noel Harlow, and Chip live for the JCW Lunacy Post Show. Special surprises, exclusive news, killer interviews, and footage. So when the final bell rings and you still want more, Mac and Paige have the score. Blood on the canvas, jokes in the chat. We laugh, we gasp, we run it right back. Face paint dripping, crowd still chanting. We go live while your heart's still panting. Lunacy Wrestling Post Show with Mac Davis, Noel Harlow, and Jeff Lay. Live Thursday nights following JCW Lunacy, exclusively on Vince Russo's The Brand on YouTube.
Blast from the past. Blast from the past. JCW. Blast from the past. Blast from the past. Blast from the past. JCW. Blast from the past. Blast from the past. Blast from the past.
It is now time for your JCW Lunacy main event. And it is for the JCW World Tag Team Championships. Introducing first.
Well, what a display this team put on a week ago.
The Challengers. Representing Luciano Family Enterprise, he is the French-Canadian Frankenstein, PCO.
Beta, the way PCO helped decimate a number of the members of the St. Clair Monster Corporation, PCO manhandled those behemoths in ways I've never seen before.
And let's be real, when we first saw that PCO was going to be coming here to JCW, we knew that whoever could manage to wrangle this
and
monster,
tag team partner,
and it looks like, for now at least, it's Big Vito, who's going to have a huge advantage. This might mean gold for the Mafioso.
the notorious Mickey Knuckles!
Mickey Knuckles may be even more worthy of your fear than PCO.
Yeah, we know what PCO is all about. He is about pain and fear and destruction. Mickey Knuckles, this woman is unhinged. I don't know what to expect from her at any moment in time, and that makes her extremely terrifying and dangerous.
Fired twice, and wears that fact like a badge of honor, and
not Mark Roberts.
Nobody's that desperate.
And their opponents. Hailing from the Funstruction tent at the Dark Carnival, weighing in at 800 bags of circus peanuts and 20 bags of cotton candy, the JCW World Tag Team Champions, Yama the Clown and his brother Ruffo, the Brothers of Funstruction.
I mean, let's be real here, Joe. Brothers of Funstruction, the most successful tag team in JCW, absolute legends, but their interest, their focus is a little divided right now because, as we know, Big Vito has some sort of information on the brothers, and it seems like it's only a matter of time until this all falls apart.
Well, Big Vito thought that he had what he wanted a week ago, and that's after all of these months of tormenting the brothers, accusing the brothers, threatening the brothers. Vito thought he'd finally had the tag team titles taken off of them, but little did he expect Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack to do the right thing when they found out Vito was physically involved in that match. They gave them back, and that decision was accepted by Vince Russo. And there was really no other call to make because Mack and Tony outright refused to recognize them, to defend them, to do anything with them.
Yeah, we can't force someone to be a champion here at JCW, and we know that Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack, they want to do it the right way. They are now the #1 contenders, but who are they going to be challenging? We are about to find out.
Well, Vito's mindset, I would suggest, is likely, if you want it done right, do it yourself. You know, PCO and Mickey will not turn down the chance to be champions, especially if Big Vito's dangling that carrot of giving Mickey certain permissions regarding him.
Yeah, and they're both just looking for any excuse to fight. That's just the cherry on the top of that sundae. Look at this PCO on the outside. And again, it is rare that we see PCO in jeopardy like this, but that just shows how much these titles mean to the brothers. Oh no, with the tie. And now to the face.
Oh, Red.
And to the,
not
the face.
There too.
Another part even.
I've heard from time to time Mickey enjoys being choked. I'm not sure if that was one of them.
Meanwhile, PCO is in trouble here. Mickey trying to fight her way out.
Yeah. Yabo and Ruffo, you heard them kind of commiserate amongst one another. You know, no matter what happens, we got each other. And that's the bottom line. That's how it's always been. That's how they came into this company. And whatever happens next, that's how they'll meet that fate as well, together.
And they want to be able to continue on as JCW Tag Team Champions. I don't know what to say. I just heard there's clattering, there's metal. We're not in the ring at all. Look at Mickey's down. This has just been chaos from the opening seconds. But honestly, what did we expect out of a match like this?
The ring is the only way to win the titles. And you talk about how unhinged Mickey is, and how just impulsive PCO can be. We'll see if they keep their eye on that prize. We know the brothers are focused on that. 3 times over they've been champions, and they're calling for the chicken.
Opening up that briefcase of tricks. Yabo with the chicken.
I guarantee PCO's never fought against this before.
Oh, poulet.
He is tickling PCO.
PCO's not laughing.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to tap out anytime soon either.
Oh, short arm clothesline.
Yeah.
And the chicken is down and out.
Machines, creations, freaks of nature, call them what you will. I don't think they're ticklish.
And now raining down on the skull of Yabo.
And then PCO is just, he's so strong, and he's got such staying power. And you look at his stat sheet, it doesn't read human, but it's all true.
And here we have Mickey Knuckles back in the fray.
Mickey's had a vendetta against everybody at JCW.
Whoa, talk about whiplash. And Mickey Knuckles, again, she's someone who, she can do it all. Right now she's in the ring wrestling. You toss her out of the ring, she'll fight you out there. She doesn't care. Dropping a senton.
Yeah, nicely done. Don't let Mickey's machinations let you forget how accomplished she is as a fighter, as a competitor.
And now she is determined to become champion here. Tag titles on the line.
When Mickey got fired, she felt like this company turned their back on her, felt like they abandoned her, and cast her aside as a scapegoat. And then she came back and got fired again, proving it wasn't an us problem, it was a her problem. But undaunted, she's back for run number 3, and I'm sure Vito's given her as long a leash as possible to do whatever the hell she feels like, and we know what PCO feels like doing.
Yeah, I don't think you give PCO instructions so much as just get out of his way.
Into the cover, this 2 count only. Imagine what kind of champions PCO and Mickey Knuckles would make it. We've had a lot of unique combinations here over the years, from rookies to legends to the dregs of society and everywhere in between, but I don't think we've ever seen anything like PCO and Mickey Knuckles
I mean, that would just be unstoppable chaos.
We saw what they did to the Monster Corporation. It was an elimination matchup last week. There were no flukes. It took 3 falls for one team to win the matchup, and they did it.
They did. They were able to take out 3 monsters. Oh, but can they take out 2 clowns right now? The Brothers of Funstruction might have figured out a way to turn this match back around.
Yabo with a chance. Can he find his brother? Find his corner? He got there.
Here comes Ruffo. There goes Mickey.
Smart move. Take care of the X Factor immediately. And PCO right for the picking. PCO staggered, but he's staying on his feet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the Hulk hand. Big wind up and, oh no. Oh, Mickey got it.
Oh, Mickey is out. But PCO from behind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. PCO set into the ring post.
Ruffo reversed it, and PCO hit shoulder first. And Mickey, oh, wait a minute. This could be Whoop Whoop Driver.
Here we go.
They got the titles retained.
Wait a second, Mickey.
Oh, no. Mickey countered, and Yabo came down, double stomp first on his brother.
Whoa, wait a second. All the way out into the crowd.
Oh, gee, he landed on his head. And Mickey, German suplex, maybe with an extra twist. Oh, and we've seen this many times. This guy's got to be about 300 pounds. And he can move.
Oh! Not like this.
My God. We have new champions.
Here are your winners and new World Tag Team Champions, Luciano Enterprises, Mickey Knuckles, and PCO.
What does this mean for the future? Hey, will you get out of here?
Well, it means that
we
Big
gotta
Vito.
guess.
I'm saying it means that Big Vito just got what he wanted. Vito's now over here trying to intimidate us too.
Yeah, big man to do that. And I'm not going to endeavor into what Mickey may have been promised for bringing this win. And now the presentation of these titles.
Maestro, cut the music. Congratulations to the new JCW Tag Team Champions. To everybody here, go stick it up your ass. Now, the grand finale. You two clowns. You didn't listen to me, did you? These guys are two of the most famous gangsters that ever lived.
What?
They have been in witness protection, hiding under clown faces, living a juggalo life, you son of a bitch. The first one is Joey 2 times Chacon. The second one is Danny the Drill Chacon. Two of the most ratinest bastards that ever embarrassed La Casa Nostra. You both took an oath. You will die in hell. I will make sure of it. So fellas, next week, you guys are dead. Good night and arrivederci.
Brothers of Funstruction, gangsters exposed?
What? Listen, we had no idea what this information was, and no one could have predicted this.
We got new tag team champions, and Vito says next week the brothers are dead men.